Fast forward in come our channel, so I'll say age politics, avenue podcast stories. And make ways make headlines. Ne jumbre near to be exum a waxy, and idiom young roxima. Come home na young coin simu. Your queen sima, lawyer sorry, and I'm menoka say what you mean. To be Eddie Ama a year remove justice. Yeah, your treat to Kunu. Bawumia enya sem kutu akra na wachene say office of chief justice no ahono se bi son se be nyaado enye ne papa ifi na oye no ho se bi son se be nyaado akra nsem bebre na okanya ho behia se yebowuram ne hwe ne ekọ ne de ba hwe so mom se ahase age politics avenue.
Lawyer Sory slams CJ, calls her spoiled child. Akroma was say, my brother, my sister, who is lawyer Addo Sory? He's a lawyer everybody knows in Ghana. He hails all the way from the Upper West region of Ghana. He's a lawyer who has battled it out through thick and thin. That's him. In fact, lawyers call him Prof because he's the teacher of lawyers. He also teaches in the law school. My brother, my sister, he is simply called Prof. Some of the hottest cases in Ghana, he handled them. And a lot of lawyers, before they go to court, they speak to him to lead them and show them how to argue some crack nut cases. This is lawyer Addo Sory. A little boy from the Upper West region found his way into the University of Ghana. Very difficult conditions, but he went through it. He always wanted to be a lawyer. In fact, at a point, he even wanted to be a footballer. He became a friend of Abedi Pele. He used to play with Nania just to train and keep his body firm. This is lawyer Addo Sory. He has Sory at law. Now is Sory and Partners. Located right there, my brother, my sister, just around, the American house. That is lawyer Addo Sory. My brother, my sister, he was the lawyer for the GFA and the Kwesi Nyantakyi. Both of them come from the same region. And he defended him and supported him. They are still the best of friends, even though Kwesi Nyantakyi is crestfallen. Can I tell you more? Lawyer Addo Sory can never be underestimated when it comes to the legal jingoism in Ghana, the legal shenanigans in Ghana, the legal abracadabra in Ghana, the legal hocus pocus in Ghana. Hi, this man here is a walking encyclopedia when it comes to the legal profession. He was the one who defended me at the Parliament House when the parliamentarians invited me, my brother, my sister, to prove to them that thing. You remember, 80% we, Ntampe. He was with me. My brother, my sister, he was the one, alongside Chachuchi Kata, the two of them who came together and removed the Chief Justice from her position, citing more than 20 reasons she should be removed. And 4 of them stood firm and she was removed. For that reason, the Chief Justice, former Chief Justice, Torkornoo, has never liked Addo Sory. Now, CJ Torkornoo one time tried to embarrass Addo Sory in court, almost debunking everything he said. And Addo Sory probably felt that he was not given a good listening ear. It was not fair enough. Maybe all these things culminated into the reason that Addo Sory decided to jump on the bandwagon when Daniel Ofori decided that he was going to take the Chief Justice on for unfairness and bias. And they won. So the Chief Justice is out. Now, It's all over the news that the Chief Justice has been removed and there's a new person coming in. Paul is his so-called Christian name. Bafubone is his traditional name. Justice Paul Bafubone. He is senior to Torkornoo. But for some reasons, he's been put aside or sidelined, if you may. And then Torkornoo put in there. Some people read political undertones into that. Torkornoo was not the first female Chief Justice of Ghana. There was one before her. My brother, my sister, now as it stands, Justice Torkornoo is so mad and angry that she is going to leave office without her benefits and everything. Now she's still fighting in court and asking that her salary be paid to her, everything paid to her, and her benefits paid to her. She was going to have a deal with the president. Everything was agreed that she should resign peacefully and get all her benefits. But her own lawyers pushed her on and said, no, let's take them to court. They went to court and lost. Now she's in the middle of the ocean. The sharks have opened their mouths wide, agape, in fact, to do the needful. And Torkornoo is not too happy about this. She can't sit down and watch her position taken over by Paul Bafubone. This is so painful to her, especially that all her benefits will be lost, all these years of labor. So, even though it's been said in the Parliament House that there would be a vetting, and it's been referred to the Privileges Committee, as we can see all over the place. My brother, my sister, Speaker Bagbin refers Chief Justice nominee to Appointments Committee. Yes, Appointments Committee for vetting. But Torkornoo's case has been so sad. It was not only heard in Ghana, even BBC published it, that she had been sacked. She loves to listen to the BBC. BBC is her favorite radio station. She likes the way they speak English. She went to school in England too. And look at BBC. He says, Ghana Chief Justice sacked over allegations of misuse of public funds. She doesn't want this. In fact, she is Ghana's third female Chief Justice. Ghana's third female Chief Justice. But what is the story today? Before I came into the studio, I decided to place a call to lawyer Thaddeus Sori and ask him, lawyer, what do you think about this woman here, Madam Torkornoo, staying or trying to stay the vetting of Paul Bafubone, Justice Paul Bafubone? What it means is that she has run to court to ask the court to stop the vetting of a new CJ, Chief Justice. So the head of the judiciary should not be vetted. Why? Number one, her case is still in court. She still sees herself as the bona fide Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana until the courts say otherwise. Number two, she wants all her benefits and she wants all her salaries paid back to her. She doesn't see any new Chief Justice. She is the one. And some people are staging a coup d'etat against her. Lawyer Thaddeus Sori, what do you think? And you know what he said? He said, this woman is behaving as if the Chief Justice position is her father's house. In other words, the office of the Chief Justice is not your father's house. According to him, she is behaving like a spoiled child. A crybaby is over for you. And it's clear. Can't you read it on the walls? Number two, lawyer Thaddeus Sori says this woman is so selfish. Now the judiciary is without a head. There's only an acting head who is not fully in the office. One leg is in and one leg is out because you are acting. And we all know what it means to say somebody's acting. They normally do not have all the energy until they become the incumbent. My brother, my sister, is Justice Torkornoo behaving like a spoiled child? That's one. Number two, is Justice Torkornoo, the former CJ, trying to turn the office of the Chief Justice into her father's house? Is she being selfish? Should a new man not go in there? Now, when I asked Addo Sori again, how about if she allows this person to be vetted and be made the Chief Justice? If the courts decide that, well, Torkornoo must come back, what happens? Will Justice Paul Bafuboni be removed so that she comes in? He says anything could be done. She wants money, she could be given her money. And any other remedy that could be done. But for now, there must be a new Chief Justice. We must not leave that office vacant. Do you agree? Do you not agree? This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Do you think the former Chief Justice is being overly greedy? Is she being so petty? Is she fighting a lost war? What really is she fighting? This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, and here we speak truth to power. OSP shocks Dr. Sledge cold. How many of us know Dr. Sledge? Now, Dr. Sledge has been in the media for some time now. But the first time we heard about him, as you all will remember, was 2018 when he stormed, in fact, the Fantasy Dome, where Shatta Wale was launching his album, The Rain. And over there, the first CD copy that was supposed to be sold was to go out for 100,000 Ghana cedis. Many thought that this was so exorbitant. But this tall, handsome gentleman stepped out of nowhere, followed by his missing rib, his wife. And together, they came and said Shatta Wale deserves more than the 100,000 Ghana cedis is asking for. In fact, we want to give him 150,000 Ghana cedis, an equivalent of 15,000 American dollars at the time. 150,000. My brother, my sister, he gave out the money, and from that time, he and Shatta Wale became very good friends. According to him, that was the very first time he was attending Shatta Wale's show, and Shatta was over the moon with excitement to see a guy like this. You know, the guy loves rich guys, you know? But this man has been in bed with Sarkodie. People saw them in so many different places, sometimes even spraying money to dancers. He and Sarkodie. My brother, my sister, this is Dr. Sledge. Nana Yao. Sledge. My brother, my sister, this is a video of him and Sarkodie. And there you see Dr. Sledge in an all green, beautiful African attire. And look at the money that is being tossed around like peple. And look at the Addo dancers. Oh gosh. When money is flowing, people can dance themselves lame. Trust me. We've seen this video over and over. He is a man who loves the fast life. The limelight. He loves the fast cars. Hey, he made so much money. Now, this was 2018. My brother, my sister. And in 2019, the following year, Dr. Sledge, who had been building a refinery, a gold refinery in Ghana, a very young man, the youngest to have started that in Ghana and the whole of West Africa. A lot of attention came onto him. A young man is building a gold refinery in Ghana. And if you look at his age, he happens to be the youngest entrepreneur in that aspect of business, gold refinery. My brother, my sister, a lot of us were so excited that the business was coming to Ghana and it was owned by a Ghanaian. That year alone, in fact, he exported 1.2 tons of gold And that gave him 60 million American dollars. Hallelujah. 60 million American dollars. And I'm talking about the great Dr. Sledge, who the security investigators called the king of fraud. Now the office of the special prosecutor is running after the handsome Dr. Sledge. Now the office of the special prosecutor says that Dr. Sledge went for as much as 94 million. My brother, my sister, oh my God. 94 million American dollars. And this amount of money he took from Ghana during the days of the gold for oil charade. Remember when Bawumia came to tell us about that? And look at it. Slapped all over the place. Gold Ridge Refinery CEO Dr. Sledge detained by OSP over 94 million American dollar gold trade scandal. My brother, according to what the OSP is saying, if this is true, then this guy is a very dirty, wicked guy. 94 million American dollars. He took it from the people of Ghana under what is called the MIF, MIIF, Minerals Income Investment Fund. Look at it. And it has the logo of Ghana. The coat of arms sitting on the M like a golden stool. Do you know what it means to say the coat of arms of Ghana? It represents you. It represents me. We are all represented in this as Ghanaians. So the money he took was not his personal money. It's money that belongs to me. Money that belongs to you. Money that could have saved a lot of people from malaria. Money that could have given people clean drinking water from boreholes, not even pipe-borne water. At least to save them from waterborne diseases. Money that could have been used to replace schools under trees. Money that could have been used to save people from going through the desert and getting killed by Tuaregs, or going through some dangerous Lampedusa routes where they would die on the high seas. But the greedy, dirty fraudster, Ghana's Akroma, as told to us by the office of the special prosecutor, my brother, my sister, took that amount of money and he fizzled into thin air. The MIF, Minerals Income and Investment Fund. At a time we were all looking for oil to be able to run our economy, and we felt that we could use gold to be able to get oil to run our electricity, to run our automobiles, and so on and so forth. My brother, my sister, this guy called Dr. Sledge, Nana Yao, you know what he did? In 2019, when he had hit the jackpot and exported the largest amount of gold any single Ghanaian had ever done, 1.2 tons, and earned 60 million American dollars, they had a trust in him and gave him 94 million American dollars to go and scout for gold, refine, and use that to bring oil into the country to reduce the pressure on our electricity and so on and so. He pocketed all the money and fizzled into thin air, jumping from one entertainment state to the other, buying fast cars and blowing it into thin air. Now the office of the special prosecutor has been chasing this man from January. Iyoko under Raymond Archer has also been following him and has put him on the red alert from April. So this guy here cannot travel anywhere outside Ghana. As it stands right now, if the Iyoko red alert is something that has to hold. Dr. Sledge. When they make their money, it looks like it's a curse. They don't keep quiet. The average Ghanaian would like to make as much noise as possible. If he makes his first $1 million, he's like God. Yet when a Nigerian even makes $1 billion, he still wears slippers, which he calls slippers. And he's walking around eating ogbono and akara. Yet, when we make the slightest amount of money, chicken change, what we change is our diet. We don't eat kontomire anymore. We don't eat fufu anymore. We don't eat banku anymore. We are now moving continental. We are eating food that Queen Elizabeth eats in her house. Food that our African stomachs cannot even digest. We will find the food and eat that. We will import chefs all the way from Azerbaijan to cook us Azerbaijanese food. We will import prostitutes from Sri Lanka, like that idiot in Nigeria did, Abacha, and died an untimely death. We will import ice cream, my brother, my sister, from Hong Kong, because we love Chinese ice cream. It looks like it's a curse. Look at what Namwan did. He made his money and he will be going around throwing money. Shatawale can do that because he is a man of the people. He is a man who wants to have the people follow him. He's an artist, but you are a businessman. He flaunted the money. He went around showing that he was the richest guy. He moved from place to place. My brother, and ice came on him. Some of them used that for money laundering. He got 94 million of Ghana's money at a time that we're running, begging for a bailout. Idiots like this, according to the OSP's office, they have pocketed.
When it's Mahoro Timokos, what channel so I'm not so Jim Reward, send us over the end of the Dominion. The Bobo room near Smoke on Songs of Cra.